not to make more of that advantage in the first half with all those inside 50s? They're only up by a goal at half time.
Yeah, it's been unfortunately it's been a bit of a trend in our season that we've been. What I think are probably the hardest parts of the game in terms of giving yourself opportunity and creating opportunity in the contest, and to be plus 20 most of the night in contested possession, double the inside 50s in the first half. And most facets dominating the game in the first half outside of the scoreboard against a really good team. You've always got the feeling that if you don't take your opportunities, they're going to take theirs at some stage, which they did. It's as hard as we work on it. The players are incredibly frustrated at doing all the hard work and not having the ability to finish that work with our connection inside 50 and ability to score and put a gap on the opposition. And that's hard enough against anyone, but against the best teams, it's going to come back to bite you, and it did.
Do you feel like that connection inside 50, is that a personnel issue, or is that something with your system in terms of how you move the ball?
Yeah. I think it's all of the above. I don't think it's unfair just to say it's personnel. I mean, you haphazardly kick it in and hope someone marks it. I mean, there are multiple ways to score, but I mean, if you contrast it with a lot of the way Sydney scored, some long-range set shots, build the ball up, kicked accurately, a whole range of things. But I mean, it's not just a one-off for us, unfortunately. It's not sitting here saying that it was just this week that was an issue. It's been an issue for too long. So it's a clear focus area for us to get right. But as I said, the harder part of the game is to compete against the best teams and give yourself opportunity. And it's not often you're playing against the team that's been on top of the ladder all year, pretty much, and you double their inside 50s and plus 20 in contested possession at half time, yet 7 points in front or whatever we were.
When you say build the ball up to go inside, did you feel as if your entries were a bit too shallow inside 50, and when you got your chances, they were from sort of more difficult positions?
No, I think the balance of that wasn't too bad. Sydney definitely resourced their defensive 50 really well, as they should, and most good teams do. It's a little bit of our decision making, but overall, it's just we've just got to have a look at our system, because we're generating enough opportunity but not capitalising on it.
The performance of Nick Bryan and Sam Draper against Brody Grundy, particularly in the first half, it seemed like they had his measure. Does that give you an answer for next season of what your best combination is in that?
No, because I mean, we still think Peter Wright's a really important player to us. He's got to focus on what his best footy looks like, and I've still got a lot of belief in Pete. But Nick Bryan was terrific with Grundy, and obviously a very, very good ruckman, and I thought he gave us first use. He and Draper in the first half in particular were fantastic.
The results have followed a pretty similar pattern to this time last year, late in the season. How do you feel like your place this time compared to last season?
Oh, well, I mean, I get the correlation, but it's like, I'm not going to bother even sort of arguing against it. I mean, I just look at it in terms of where we're at. I don't think any team really, 12 months ago, 4 weeks ago is ancient history, really. So, we've again, the foundation of what we're doing is really solid. I mean, we were incapable of competing against the best when it mattered last year, if you want the comparison. Right now, I mean, it's a bit of polish, a bit of system, a bit of class that is the difference between us and the best. It's not the effort in the contest. And Sydney are a very good contested team, and we pretty much dominated that part of the game tonight, but they were better than us in their ability to move the ball and connect inside 50.
Crowd tonight, I think it's just under 34,000. I mean, felt like maybe a bit below par given the team was final, sort of still on the line. Do you feel like they're losing their patience, and how do you kind of energise them so that the hope's still there?
We focus on playing good footy, and that'll take care of that.
Are you able to talk us through the Dyson Heppell decision?
Him retiring?
No, just like not selecting him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Dyson's been very, very clear that his decision to retire, a big part of it was, he talked to me about when someone has come through and is ready to take his spot and perform, that he would know it was time. We've had discussions for 4 to 6 weeks, but I mean, he is as strong as I am on, our seasons. We were still in contention. We pick our best team, and that's what we did. And that's what everyone would expect us to do.
Now you're basically out of contention. You consider him for next week and a farewell game?
Yeah, potentially, but we're dissecting this one first. Okay, thanks.